as Olaf rather than going in for kills anyways. So even after those go live next week, you'll be able to abuse this pick. As far as his itemization goes, the build we have here is a pretty generic, great for team fighting, or that's just not your preferred playstyle. You can focus on building specifically to side lane, for on who you're dealing with. Our meta videos, like this one, are a great way to keep up with what's going on in League, so you know what picks are worth learning. You should consider visiting us over at ProGuides.com. We have courses always. The other underrated top laner that you should really think about adding to your pool is Akshan. Whether you're dealing with bruisers, tanks, juggernauts, or even other ranged champions, he's pretty much always a solid pick. What makes him so strong is his ability to kite in and out of fights and switch to a full all-in style depending on the opponent you're dealing with. The one big issue we all tries to commit for the kill. He's also super slippery when it comes to ganks, since you can just swing all the way to the other side of the lane the second you see the enemy pass over a ward. The last selling point for you is that on top of his strong early game, Akshan also scales pretty well. As long as you actually build him to do damage, he can very easily 100-0 other squishy targets he catches out and shreds through tanks in teamfights. And having the ability to revive teammates means that you can very easily, but she hasn't been great either. The main reason for her becoming good probably just has to do with the general meta shift we've seen during the durability patch. With games being less snowbally, champs that take a bit longer to come online aren't as badly punished by more, and you have at least one good melee laner to play around, she's definitely a strong option to consider. A champ I'm surprised we have to label as underrated is Trundle. This champ is incredibly strong, and that's something we've been preaching for months. He's a hard counter to pretty much every other OP and S tier champ in the role, with his AD steal shutting down other bruisers and his ult making it easy for your team to completely shred through tanks and juggernauts. His dueling is very powerful for skirmishes if you don't have a great 5v5 comp. Next up for the mid lane, we have a champ we've been pushing forever now. Zilean. Zilean's win rate has hovered around the mid-50s for months now, making him one of the best champions in the role. I don't know why people refuse to play him though. Despite only having a single damaging ability, he's a surprisingly strong laner, able to neutralize most matchups once you get a few points in queue and some AP to one-shot waves. His scaling is absolutely insane, being one of the best enablers in the game. If you're someone who likes to duo with a friend that plays hard carries, trust me, you wanna abuse this pick. And if you want a scaling pick that does the carrying herself, maybe you should give Kayle a try instead. Is Swain. His mid-scope update made him really live up to his reputation as the demonic overlord of Noxus, with him becoming one of, if not the best pick in the game right after. Riot dished out some hefty nerfs, but even still, he's a super strong pick. He's way more popular in the mid and support positions, but let's not forget that his only reliable role for be carrying fights. The other underrated bot lane pick we have for you is another mage in Heimerdinger. The 12.12 buffs made him insanely OP, pulling him right back to being the ultra dominant lane bully he once was. Honestly, I don't really get why non-traditional picks go underappreciated for so long. Champions like Swain and Heimer get rid of play. Is it based off of what has a fun kit? Do they just copy streamers? Is it what fits the meta? Or maybe it's something else entirely? For me, it's aesthetics. If the champion looks cool, I'm gonna play it. If it looks stupid, you bet your bottom dollar that I'm not gonna go anywhere near. But whatever your answer, let us know down in the comments below. Now, let's get back on topic. Now to round things out with our supports, the first pick we have is Taric. He was one of the champions we predicted would be super OP in a post-durability patch world, and after a bit of people getting used to things, the prediction came true. Overall, he has the highest win rate support in the game when looking at all ranks, yet he remains criminally underpicked with under a 2% pick rate. He does have a bit of a learning curve, but once you master him, he's such a good pick, offering tons of utility. And that wraps things up for our underrated picks on patch 12.12b. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe so you never miss out on our meta guides and so you're always in the loop on what the best picks are. Remember to let us know how you decide what champs you play down in the comments below. And one last thing, don't forget to check out our Discord in the description box below, where you can discuss League further or just hang out and be a part of our community. I can't wait to see you guys back for the next video, but until next time, good luck on the Rift and may the LP god smile down upon you.